today we are all meeting virtually. That is, whatever orientation or refresher program or workshop that you have to undergone. Earlier days in the pre-pandemic period, you were literally coming to the academic staff college. Now it is called as HRDC, and you had to stay here for 3 weeks. That is 21 days, and then attend the program, and then you have to join your whatever parental organization. So this was the scenario. But today, you see, with so much of convenience, wherever we are, without moving, without traveling, and without wasting the time, wherever we are attending the workshops, and we are attending the virtual in a virtual environment. So this is exactly what we are going to do with respect to the regular classroom teaching. So whatever activities that we are going to do during the specifically a class when we are engaging physically, the same activities we are going to do virtually, that is in the digital environment, or what you are going to call it as a electronic environment or e-learning. So here we are going to use the information communication technology over here, ICT. So which comprises of the computer software, which comprises of computer hardware, and also the internet facility. On the other hand, so what is the difference between using a software and then utilizing the technology and meeting, and specifically utilizing the classroom environment? What is the difference that we are going to see over here is why we have to use a learning management system. As you are able to see over there, the learning management system is a simple software platform. It is a simple one window software solution. So thereby what is going to happen, the entire organization of your lectures and the whatever material, learning material that you have to give it to the students, you will be able to provide it in a single interface. So what the definition, the technical definition, as I have taken from the one of the learning management portal, is a learning management system is a software application. In other words, we are going to what is call it as an application or an app in short. So it can be a say the internet browser application, like we'll be able to open it in any of the specifically Mozilla or the Google browser. So using different web browsers, we will be able to open the software and have a web interface over there, which is very easy to navigate also. Depending upon what device we are going to have, whether we are having a laptop, or whether we are using it in a desktop, or we are using a tablet, or we are using in a say a smartphone, depending upon the facilities, the device facilities that we are having, we will be able to use the appropriate interface. Or some of the softwares, they will have their own, we have to install that application, just like how we are going to install WhatsApp or Facebook or any other app we are going to install. Similarly, we can install the LMS app, and then we will be able to log in with the user ID and password, and we can get the access to the facilities that are required for that particular class. A teacher interface login also will be there, and a student interface login will be there. So this is how various logins can be provided, and very conveniently the student and the teacher will be able to utilize this software platform. So a learning management system is a application or a web-based interface designed to facilitate the administration, documentation, tracking, reporting, and delivery of educational courses or educational resources or training programs. So the LMS are widely used in educational institutions, business organizations, and other corporate companies to manage and deliver online learning and training. So earlier in the post-pandemic period, LMS is not a overnight development that has happened only during the corona period. No, LMS was there for more than 1.5 decade. The corporate companies, they were using whenever they are going to hire a new batch of engineers or a new batch of employees. They were specifically using the LMS instead of calling a expertise from any part of the country or any part of the world. Instead of asking him to travel and then come to that particular unit of corporate company where the employees are specifically appointed new employees, and to train them in the whatever the project that they have to work with the skills they should have before going on the onboarding. So this was the routine process that was happening in the corporate companies. But during the pandemic period, what happened? The For some time, the education, training, and other things, because of the anxiety and other things, it was stopped. But later on, when the learning, the teachers had to engage the class and student had to attend the class in a virtual way. So we were using all sorts of available resources. You might have seen some of the videos where a lady literally in the before the blackboard she is working, but she did not have at that time a mobile camera, mobile holder. So she had innovatively used a hanger and whatnot, whatever that was available in her home, that was in her access. She was using it to specifically tie the mobile phone in a particular position, and she was specifically teaching in front of that particular mobile camera. So these are the efforts that our specifically teachers have put in. So thereby, what is happening here is a single platform. Instead of sending the say our notes and other PPT, PDFs, and the video, whatever we want to send it to the students, instead of sending it in a haphazard way in whatever available application that we are having. So the student might be able to access that or might not be able to access that. Or another way is specifically we will be using the Google Classroom. So Google Classroom can be used in order to post our PDF files and video files and other assignment and other things. We will be able to post it to them, and the students are going to log in to that classroom that you have created, and we will be able to interact over there. So that is also one way. But on the other hand, if we have to do, if you are going to see my slide little carefully over here, uh, we should be able to what are the activities that we are going to do. As I said, in the classroom environment, what all the activities that we were doing, we had to do it in a digital platform. So tracking, reporting, and specifically evaluation. So for that, we require a robust environment in order to specifically track the student performance, and we have to see whether he has used the material that we have given, or what is the effort that is put by the student, whether he has gone through the entire video and whether he has gone through the PDF file that we have provided him, or PPT we have provided him, how many minutes he has gone through it. So this type of tracking, if we have to do, we must have a dedicated LMS software. So what are the key facilities in a standard LMS that a teacher and a student require is, from a teacher perspective, I have given the very first point as the course management. Course management is whatever paper is in the LMS language, it is called as a course. So specifically, whatever subject you are taking, in other words, you have to create the material in a very accurate way as per the syllabus of that particular university. You have to create the content creation is most important, and organize the content in a systematic way, and deliver the course or the training modules. So this is the responsibility of the teacher. The very first, if the teacher has to offer the whatever subject that they are going to take in that particular course, they have to create the content in a very systematic way and organize the content in a student friendly and systematically as per the syllabus. We have to organize our course material that we have developed, and ultimately in that the flow chart of the teacher content creation, the final one is the delivery mechanism. We have to deliver the content, and very systematically the training modules has to be deployed. So user management, coming to the specifically from the student perspective, the second most important stakeholder of LMS will be the student. So he must have an app, whatever may be the uh, application that is developed by the LMS company, or whether you are using a commercial LMS or a free LMS, depending upon the specifically the institution, whatever they are going to provide, or sometimes individually also we will be able to use the LMS. If the organization or the educational institution is not providing any support in this direction, then individually also we will be able to deploy our personalized LMS. So here, what I mean to say over here is in the second point is whatever device the student is having, he should be able to log in. Tools for registration and enrolling and managing users. So specifically, the student should be able to install that particular application in whatever device that he is going to have. So, for the sake of this particular process, he should not be put into hardship, because somebody will be having the finance and somebody will not be having the finance to purchase the latest device. So, whatever they are having in that, they should be able to. And from the administrator's perspective, a administrative should be able to manage. For example, it can be 70 or it can be 100 students who are there in a course. He should be able to create the login ID for all of them, and very easily he should be able to solve and advise them. If the students are going to face some hardship, the admin of that particular LMS should be able to solve that particular technical issue, and the students without any problem they should be able to log into the LMS. And then coming to the teachers who have to log in, teacher has to do more than just the login. They have to upload their content. Again, the user management, under the user management, the admin has to see that, because all the teachers, their subject domain will be totally different. Someone will be using the computer only for the first time. Even students will be using this particular application for the first time, and some of the teachers might be using the LMS and they may not be aware about how to upload, or how exactly to create a course and all that. So the admin of this particular software should be able to train them, or any technical support that is needed for the teacher, he should be able to give it. And then coming to the management of that particular college or university, they should be able to see that the teacher and the student interface, and the whole idea of implementing LMS, the goal is achieved. So this is how there will be three stakeholders: students, instructors, and administrators. And today, one more user interface can be provided to the parents. So the parents also, from time to time, they will be able to log in, and they will not get the access to the content and other course and other things they are not going to get, but the statistics of their child's performance they are able to get. So what is it, how many assignments he has submitted, what is the score that he has got over there in the IA, and how many hours he has used the content, which papers he has utilized, and which paper content he has not utilized. All this statistical report the parents will be able to see. Parallelly, in the LMS itself, we will be able to create a facility. The attendance also can be marked in the LMS. The moment, if it is a day to day as per the timetable, classrooms, if we are take classes we are taking in the LMS platform, means even attendance marking also can be done in the LMS itself. The moment he is going to log in, the attendance can be marked. So, and if he is not specifically attending that particular class, a message can be sent to the parent from the LMS itself. So these are the customization as per the requirement of that particular educational institution. The LMS can be customized over here. Coming to the content management, again, content management, I am emphasizing over here. This is the main activity that has to be done in the LMS, a system for creating, uploading, and organizing the study material, such as documents, it can be presentation, it can be videos and quiz. So in this particular direction, I'm going to show you a, I think all of you are familiar with the Karnataka LMS. So you please log into that whenever you have time, you log into that. If you are having a user ID and password, and some of you might be content creators for that particular learning management system, Karnataka LMS, you can make a note. And then you just see how beautifully the facility, nearly 75% of the colleges across the our state is a stakeholder to that LMS. Even diploma engineering colleges are brought in over there, and also the diploma colleges are also brought in, and they will be able to, every student, UG student or the PG student, they will be given a user ID and a password can be set over there. So they can log into the course as per the university. They are belonging to which university they are affiliated. They can log in, select that university, and accordingly they will be able to get the contents for that particular semester. So the most important, as I said, the content distribution and the document distribution, or the video and other things, we will be able to use any of the available resources. We can send it by mail, we can send it by WhatsApp, we will be able to send it by any other third party application. But that is not called as specifically the organized way of delivering the things. So for that, a specialized organized software is needed. So that is what LMS is going to cater into. And the most important activity that a student and a teacher specifically are involved is tracking and assessment. So, what is exactly tracking and assessment is monitoring and assessing the learning process through features like random quiz can be given, and assignments can be given to the students, and a deadline can be given over there to upload handwritten manuscripts to that particular software. And what are the levels of courses that he has completed. So this is how, very in a systematic way, in a very transparent way, and I can use the word user-friendly way, we will be able to do whatever activity that we are doing in the classroom. We will be able to do it. Then the next feature that should be there in the LMS is communication and collaboration. So this is a software for communicating between learners and instructors, as well as collaboration features like they should be able to interact with their fellow classmates or whoever has taken that particular course. Discussion forums can be arranged, and certain group activities using the whiteboard. See here in Zoom also we have a whiteboard, and we will be able to use the whiteboard in an interactive way in order to discuss with the students. So this is communication and collaboration. Just like in a classroom, how we are going to face, we are going to interact with the students. And then whatever confusion or any, if they are having any doubt or questions, they will be able to interact with the teacher, and they will be able to solve it. And classmate interaction is also most important part of it. They will be able to interact with their friends and other groups that are there logged in for that particular program. So exactly, the communication and collaboration feature in the LMS will allow the student and teacher interaction. Then discussion forums can be arranged over there, and any group activity can be specifically assigned and created in the LMS. Then coming to the uh, next feature, next facility that the LMS should have is reporting. So the administrators, that is the management of the college or university, should be able to generate report in different perspective, like how many, which courses the students have used the maximum, how many students are utilizing LMS, how many students have not opened the content or the tutorial material or the learning material that is given, how many students have not logged in at all, how many hours they have put in, how many students have uploaded their assignment completely, how many students have not bothered to attend the uh, say assignments or time to time whatever work that was given to the students. So this way, from the management side and the teacher side also, in different statistical analysis, graphs and other things, we will performance of the student, performance of the teacher, in different perspective, reports can be generated. Then the next available, the most important one is the integration. Integration is the ability to integrate with other software systems, such as human resource system, authentication system, or third party content provider. So these are integration. Integration is you have to merge with the, say whatever, if HR system generally in a college or a university, it is not going to come. HR is going to come only at the corporate level. Then authentication is the no unauthorized person should be able to log into the LMS, and the whatever content the teacher has provided over there, or the student records that are there, student performance, IA performance, C1, C2. In the case of our university, we have a CBCS system where we are going to conduct two internal assessment tests for 20-20 marks, or 15-15 marks, 30-70 ratio, means that for 30 marks the IA will be conducted, and for 70 they are going to write the final exam. So specifically the IA marks will include the test whatever they have appeared, and also assignments will be given from time to time. So their records should not be say disturbed in any way, or it should not be modified. So that is why the authentication system has to be a foolproof system. Or if you want to use any third party plugin over there for the benefit of the student, or in order to deliver a content, if a third party facility, for example here in Zoom I am using the PowerPoint, to Zoom, PowerPoint is a third party content. So thereby very easily, without any hassle, I am able to link my PowerPoint in the Zoom app. So this is one example that I will be able to give. So any software, for example, in my profession, in my domain, I may have to use nearly 100 and odd softwares we are going to use for DNA sequence analysis, protein sequence analysis. We will be using number of softwares over there for the analysis. So at the time, whatever LMS or we are using, whatever we are going to show, the LMS should be able to integrate that. So this is how the integration of the third party content provider, the facility should be there. So to emphasize on the learning management system, it is a software tool or a web-based technology used to implement and assess a specific learning process. It is used for e-learning practices, and in its most common form consists of two elements. That is, I'm talking about the hardware that is required over here. A hardware is there, and also specifically the software part is there. A LMS, if it in at the institution level or at the organization level we are using, the LMS has to be deployed in a centralized server where all the teachers of that particular college will be able to log in 24 by 7. Similarly, the students, whether it is a 5,000 students or 7,000 students or 10,000 students who are enrolled in that particular college, they should be able to, without any technical glitch, they should be able to log into the LMS interface, and accordingly the hardware wherein the LMS is uploaded, it has to be robust. Or if we are taking a commercial LMS, now most of the LMS company providers, they are going to host the LMS in Amazon web server or in a cloud. They are going to upload, and 100% technical support the LMS companies they are going to give. So now the LMS is a multi-million dollar industry in India. So almost all the private universities, private colleges, they are very critically they are using it. Seeing that only, the UGC came out, and the Human Resource Development Government of India, they came out with the MOOC open courses. So wherein the MOOC courses are offered by IITs, professors from IIT, IIM, and so many universities across state universities, central universities, all of them they are offering the MOOC courses. So thereby, a server that performs the base functionality of enabling the LMS to all the users, and a user interface should be created for the instructors, students, and administrators. So this is the main facility that they require. So whatever I mentioned over here, I am showing it in the form of a infographic over here. So you can see there that what are the activities that we have to do when we are using a LMS. So specifically, first and foremost, the very first activity that we have to do over here is create the content and offer the courses to the students, and the documentation of those courses that are offered in that LMS, it should be clear, systematically developed, and there should be appropriate LMS platform to deploy the courses and the documented documents, and whatever files that are provided to the students, learning material, in other words, we are going to call it. So that has to be systematically documented and uploaded in the software. Then next, coming to the next activity that a teacher has to do is tracking. So, for example, 70% or 50% of the students of a class are using the LMS, but some of them are not using the LMS. Means we have to call them specifically, see what is the technical problem that they are having, why they are not using the LMS, and why they are not attending the LMS modules that are given. If they are having any technical problem, that has to be immediately we have to address it. Or if they are not having any device, for example, we cannot expect in a government system, we cannot expect every student to have a smartphone with internet facility. So some of the families may not be able to afford that facility to the student. So at that time, we have to think of how to solve that particular problem. So coming to the what are the activities that we are going to call it? In other words, you will be able to call this process as a e-learning process. So e-learning, and mainly the main goal of all these facilities, whether you call it as a ICT facility or a LMS, we have to specifically see that the student is going to utilize this facility and he should be educated. Education is the main goal or aim of providing this facility. And also managing in a organization, in a university, means nearly around 900 teachers will be there, and more than 10,000 students will be there who are pursuing the post graduation program. So in a college, nearly around roughly around the same number, probably 200 or teachers will be there. If they are offering all the science, arts, and commerce courses, all the three courses, if they are offering, then accordingly, whatever is the intake is there, accordingly the students will be there. So even without 1 minute, also there should not be any technical glitch. The software and the hardware, and what are the facilities that are provided for the deployment of the LMS, it should be managed in a highly professional way. So a dedicated system should be there. System means it is not just the computer. System means a system, electricity, manpower, internet. So everything is going to come under. So that is why you will be able to see over here, I have given certain wheels over here. machinery wheels. So one has to work in coordination with the other. Then only the purpose of establishing the LMS can be achieved. So here you will be able to see the main goal. What is the main goal? Why are we preparing number of hours to just to deliver 1 hour of lecture in the classroom? Even at home, we will be dedicating our personal time also. After 5 o'clock, we are sitting at home and then reading the books, preparing our notes, and then we are going to the department and delivering the lecture to the students. With the aim that we have to make them learn, we have to impart education to the students who have enrolled for that particular program. So here, whether it is with LMS or without LMS, in whatever way we are accessing the students, the main perspective or goal of education should not be lost. So specifically, some of the LMS I would like to say over here, we will be able to customize the LMS in such a way that when they are going to open the LMS in the classroom, they will not be able to open any unnecessary activity. They will not be able to do in the computer. They cannot open parallelly a music app. They cannot open. They will not be able to open any other app over there. So only when the LMS app is going to open, no other app one will be the student will not be able to open. So such type of restrictions can be given customized to the student so that he will have a focus on the content that is given, and it will be a single window system for the student to undergo the training. And here at the bottom of the slide, if you are going to observe, I have given a graph over here uh, with a pen tip, so that it should be a leverage of education. It should support the student and it should enforce the student with additional learning. This should not distract the student, or he should not waste the time in unnecessary activity. It should be if he is there in a regular classroom teaching, if he is also attending, and if the LMS support parallelly, I believe in this hybrid mode, or whatever we are going to call it as, the LMS should act as an additional facility for him. So, for example, if you are going to look into the Karnataka LMS, there you are going to see the PDF is also available, PPT is also available, and videos also can be uploaded. Textbooks also can be provided. So this has to empower the student in better learning facility and better understanding of that particular subject. So, what exactly the learning management system for educational institution? Mainly, I'm emphasizing on the track reporting, training programs, automation and delivery of educational courses. Learning and development of the programs has to be done in a systematic way. One can maintain whatever classroom activity that we were doing, records, create the best syllabus and teaching plan. This becomes the teacher's responsibility, and online assessment to maximize student learning outcomes. So this should be the goal. Why we have to spend so much of money and implement the learning management system? uh, these activities has to be done in a systematic way. Whatever in so many years we are doing in a classroom environment, physically we were interacting with the students, and we were delivering the content as per the syllabus of that particular course. But the same activity can happen, and we can also go something beyond it. Now you know, if you have opened the Baiju or Vedanta or Khan Academy, so many facilities are available to the students, but everybody will not have the financial resource uh, to buy the courses from the Baiju or Vedanta. So that is why the MOOC platforms, and if you are going to see the television channels also, some of the Doordarshan channels are very clearly dedicated for the learning process. So continuously, one after the other subject, they will be airing the videos where the teachers have recorded as per the NCERT syllabus. They have recorded certain videos of teaching, and they have uploaded 24 by 7. You will be able to see. And really, when I went through that particular Doordarshan channel, I have to really appreciate the effort put by the teachers in order to, so many props they are bringing in, and so much of effort they are putting in order to record that particular video, and very systematically they are trying to organize the content so that the student friendly it will be, and the student will be able to understand that particular topic easily. So the what has happened over here in today's scenario, when I started my career till today, I have been observing and trying to understand where the education system, in which direction it is going. So I would rather say, when we were students, or when we started our career as teachers, it was completely a student, not a student centric system. It was a teacher centric system. So whatever content that the teacher was specifically delivering, it was well perceived by the students, and the sometimes the appropriate textbooks was not available to the students in the library, and they used to solely depend upon whatever notes that is given by the teacher, or sometimes even a teacher was not using any of the ICT facility. Way back this, I am talking in early 90s and early 2000. So wherein in our Center for Information Science and Technology, we were offering initially teacher training programs. So wherein instead of using only the OHP projector and delivering the lecture, we told them that you will be able to, if you are able to use the PowerPoint or any other type of software over there, one will be able to use the multimedia content over there in order to deliver the lectures, which can be more made more interesting to the students. So thereby the understanding of the subject, one will be able to take it to the next level. And if we are going to record our video and give it to them, that can be a empowering the student. So somebody is not, because cross section of student population we are going to see every year, every student, whatever batch we are having this year, the same quality of students might not be there in the next batch. They may be different, say hybridization of hybrid variety of students we are going to have over there. What I mean to say over here is, some of them will be very sharp and quick learners, some of them will be slow learners, and some of them will be below average learners. So some of slow learners and say specifically who are smart, somehow it can be managed. But what about the very students who are struggling to understand the things? Only classroom teaching will not help them. So earlier it was remedial classes to them, but now we will be able to record. But in a semester system, we are not having much spare time, especially where the practical are there in those subjects. Sparing free time to the students is also a big issue. So thereby, one, if you are going to record and give the content to the student in a multimodal way, the student will be able to learn the content according to his pace. So according to his capacity, he may be able to open the content according to his requirement, and he will be able to read it and understand according to his pace. So that is what I have given over here, that the learning has shifted from a lifelong to life-wide learning. And if you are going to see the Open University and the online programs, somebody will be there and he will be having a job, but probably the required skill in order to retain his job might not be there with him. So if I'm going to take a software engineer who is appointed 10 years back, he will not be aware about the latest platforms that are being used for software development, like the Amazon web server or the cloud, or the new softwares that are coming, and the programming languages, because technology shift is going to happen every 6 months in the field of computer science and also in the field of molecular biology. So thereby employed person cannot discontinue his job and he cannot come and attend the training program. So online, if he is able to get, for example, Linda or Coursera, so these are the international portals, and almost every university around the world, they are offering the online programs. So with a very small amount where we are able to afford that amount, one will be able to upgrade, and so that we will be upskilled in order to meet our job requirement. So that is what I have given here, one line: lifelong to life wide learning. So when we are there in the some of the technology courses, if we are offering, we have to constantly upgrade ourselves to the latest technology. So earlier, if some of the biology teachers are there, molecular biology teachers are there, means you will understand that every earlier it was a Sanger sequencing technology, now it is a next generation sequencing technology, and accordingly the technology of data analysis is going to change over there. So one has to upgrade to the latest technology in order to survive or in order to retain our job. So this is what I'm emphasizing over here, that the new version of teaching learning methodologies, where teachers can perform exam analysis and goal output analysis, plan appropriate teaching syllabus, and help students to learn at their own pace. So this is the most important point I am emphasizing over here. Communicate with them at any time and plan their studies for achieving their goals. So, for example, why I said that today is a student-centric environment, and it is a student-centric facility that is being created means, see, earlier, in order to, if even if we are having a genuine doubt to go and approach a professor, we were little hesitant, and we used to see that if it can be solved at our level, we used to refer to so many books, and still, if we are unable to understand, then we were going and discussing with proper preparation. And today's environment is not so. The students are highly, the teachers also are specifically has to accommodate the students. If they are going to ask any question in WhatsApp, we have to answer to them. If they are going to ask any query, we have to answer to them in any of the communication apps that are available uh, in our phone. So typically, a learning management system helps the instructor in a way. You will be able to provide the instructor with a way to create and deliver content, monitor student participation, and assess student performance. A learning management system may also provide students the ability to use interactive features such as threaded discussion, video conferencing, and discussion forums. So one by one, I am adding one or the other component. Though you may think that I'm repeating the learning management system again and again. No, I'm every facility that has to be there in the learning management system, systematically I'm trying to add over there. So specifically, if I'm going to show you online. One second. So here, are you able to see my screen? You are able to see my web browser?
Yes,
I
madam.
don't think you are seeing my.
Yes, madam. Yes, madam.
Yes, ma'am.
No, I think you are seeing. No, only PPT you are seeing.
Yes, PPT. Yeah,
The PPT can be seen, ma'am.
only
Yeah,
PPT is.
one second. One second, one second. No? MIT Open
Yeah,
Learning Lab.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
If you are
MIT
going
Open
to,
Source Library. Yes, ma'am.
yeah, you see this. In your free time also you log in and see this particular. So here you will be, I'll just check here. So this is the Karnataka element. One of you have to mute. My voice is rebounding. So this is Karnataka LMS that you are seeing here. So you will be able to select the university and whatever course and other. See here. Please, one of the participants, please mute. So you can see over here, and you must have a user ID and a password. So any, what are the state universities that are there, it is listed. Listed over here, see. Similarly, way back 20 years or so, if you are, they have created a facilitated MIT open source.
ನೀನೇನೋ ಯಾಕೆ
Madam, you have to mute. It is rebounding for me. So if you are going to select this, see here, you will be able to search in different disciplines. It is available. So for example, if I'm here, you are going to get, this is syllabus, calendar of event, lecture notes, assignment, exam, and the problem sets, exams when, and lecture note. HRDC. Hello.
It's your own voice that is echoing. Your speaker is on in two different windows.
No, I have muted. I have completely muted. See, somebody is.
No, ma'am, I can see the only two speakers are one is in your email ID and another one
second.
is in your name.
1 second, 1 second. So this is
Okay, madam. Okay.
now? Yeah.
Yes, madam. Yes.
Uh-huh. Okay. So here, if you are able to come to this on almost all the subjects, here they have used a web interface. So you will be able to see here the syllabus, calendar, and the lecture notes are available. When we are going to log in, we will be able to get access to all this. If you are going to go further, some of the professors, even whatever live classroom teaching that they have done, that is recorded in the blackboard, whatever they have done, that is specifically recorded, and the lecture notes is provided here. All advanced topics. are available from here. Lecture notes, video, live teaching, whatever on the blackboard that they are going to do, including the blackboard work, they have recorded the video and they have uploaded. So it is something like, for some reason, if a student is unable to attend the class, means he will be able to go through that video. For example, see here, this is real analysis. So if I'm going to select this, you will be able to see you can download the course and then you will be able to see the lecture video and the lecture notes, exam schedule, and what are the, well, before starting that particular course itself, everything is very systematically organized and given to the student. Syllabus you will be able to see here. See this, what he has to study, and what is the grading system, and what is the schedule. So complete, in clarity, the information will be given to him. See the assignment, absolutely in the LMS they have to upload. So even if I say that today 6 o'clock is the schedule, means today at 6 o'clock, even 6:01, he will not be able to upload the assignment. So very systematically, one from the teacher point of view, also from the student point of view. Lecture notes you can see here, textbooks, lecture notes, complete PDF document like this. If you are going to click on it, so here you will be able to see this. See here, the complete lecture notes of that particular topic will be available to the student here in one interface. You don't have to change the interface, and then you can come to the lecture videos also. So this is what I wanted to emphasize over here. See this, and the transcript of the lecture is also available. So this they have taken the YouTube server to upload. So here you will be able to see the, for example, if I am going to, so absolutely the student, any number of time he will be able to see his teacher's lecture if he has missed or if he has not understood. So this is what I was trying to emphasize throughout. So when you are going to provide the facility like this, it is called as a hybrid mode or the blended mode. So not necessary that when once, because in some other batches, the teachers were very anxious and they were asking, Madam, all these facilities, whether the teachers are going to lose the job. No, how can intellectual teaching with the commercial companies will not be able to do it. So it is the teacher's dedication, and a learned teacher has to do it. But if it is recorded, it can act like a additional resource for the student. So they will be able to go through this lecture again and again along with the classroom teaching facility. If such a type of facility it can be provided, means it will be useful. And then you are going to see that very well organized way, one will be able to structure our lecture and deliver the content to the students. See this, watch it for 2 minutes. So this is what is called as we are providing all this facility. For example, in a web interface, if we are giving it, we are providing this facility. See here, everything. It is the web interface that is given. Real analysis paper it is, and you will be able to see the assignments and exams. Here, assignment 1, assignment 2. So throughout whatever, and the final assignment, midterm exam. So this is how, in a very systematic way, entire course can be planned and offered to the student. So I have to congratulate. I have gone through the Karnataka LMS. Now I think the new government who have come into power, they have removed everything, all the interfaces and the statistics that was there in the home page that is modified over there. Earlier, I think the earlier government education minister, and if I remember correctly, those images was there. Now the interface of the Karnataka LMS is modified. Okay, so let us not much worry about that, but it is an effort made by the whoever may be the government. I am not going to say, but it is a very good effort done by the government of that particular period. So this is an additional resource, especially for the slow learners who want to learn at their own speed and only classroom teaching. That is why how the students are going to go for tuition. LMS can play or replace that tuition. So whatever I said is coming from the evaluation of point of view is the advantage of implementing LMS I'm discussing over here. The first one is the track reporting. Track reporting is most important, and we have to address the students who are not using it. And we have, as I said earlier, we have to identify why the students are not using. So track reporting is the most important part. Either whether the teacher, if he is not uploading the content, he's not properly uploading the content, means we have to discuss the teacher also. What is the problem? What is the technical problem that he is going to face, or technical issues that the teacher is going to face? So then we have to see that the teacher is also facilitated to upload the content. Similarly, the student. Why a student is not logging in and why the student is not uploading the assignment. And then maintain the records. Most important is just like how we are going to maintain ledgers in the classroom. We have to maintain the records. And then coming to the most important activity of every course is the student performance evaluation. So this has to be done. Then we have to interact with the outliers.
ಆಕ್ಚುಲಾಗ ನಮ್ಗ ಬೇಕಾಯ್ತು ಆ ಪೋಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಅಂಡ ರಾಜಕೀಯ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೋಗ್ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಅವನ್ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದ ನಾವು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಬೇರೆ.
So this is the personalized communication we have to do it. So specifically, if any outliers are there, we have to address them, see what is the problem that they are having. And then the other miscellaneous reports from the management side. So that I'm going to call it as miscellaneous reports. So teacher performance, student performance, all those reports can be generated, and say root cause analysis can be made, and that can be specifically improved in the next academic year. So then what is going to happen at the implementation time? There can be certain resistance, but when once it is implemented, it is highly cost effective, and the student performance is also going to improve to the next level. So
ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಒನ್
the
4ಗೆ ನೋಡಿ T1 ಎಷ್ಟು 6.3 ಬಂತಾ 3 ಮಾಡಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಮಾಡಿ 3. T2 ಎಷ್ಟು ಮಾಡಿ 6.1 ಮಾಡಿ. T2 ಎಷ್ಟು 6.1. T3 ಎಷ್ಟು 3.1. T3 ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರುತ್ತೆ 3.1. ಮತ್ತೆ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಒನ್ ರೀಡಿಂಗ್ಗೆ T1 1.2, T2 2.4, T3 1.2. ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ 1.2, 2.4, 1.2.
ಪಲ್ಲವಿ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಅವ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ. ಪಲ್ಲವಿ ಮೇಡಮ್.
So the primary use of learning management system is for knowledge management. The teacher should have this in the mind. So whatever effort that we are putting over here, it is because the student life and his career is the most important. Why is he admitting to a particular program, and his future, his career? So all these parameters are specifically involved over there. So the primary use, whatever environment that we are going to give it in the college, classroom environment, and also the digital facilities that we are going to give it to him, it should be for the knowledge management. So this dedicated approach must be there from the college and also from the teacher point of view. So knowledge management refers to gathering, organizing, sharing, and analysis of a organization knowledge in terms of resources, documents, and skills. So now the government of India is coming out with the word skill enhanced courses, skill development. So these are the words that we are hearing in the media very often. ultimately whatever, whether he's going to do a science subject, or whether he's going to do a art subject, or whether he's going to take a commerce discipline, whatever training that he's going to undergo in that 3 years, 6 semesters, it should be useful to him in empowering him with a skill, so that based on his learning he should be able to get a decent job, so that it should be able to fetch him whatever education that he is going to undergo. He should be able to get at least two square comfortable life him should be able to get, and two square meals one should be able to earn. So that is why knowledge management is a very important responsibility that is there on the teacher's shoulder. So, however, the specific role of the LMS will vary according to the organization's training strategy and goals. Some of them, because some of the subjects may be totally a non-practical subject, some of them will be a practical subject where it cannot be given in a digital mode, or some of them can be provided in the digital mode. So we have to see the potential of the subject and the course, what can be done in the digital mode and what cannot be done in the digital mode in the LMS, and accordingly the content has to be developed and given to the student. So some of the popular LMS programs that we are using currently is I'm talking about the open source free LMS that is available as on today. Moodle, Blackboard, Learn and Schoology. These are the very popular LMS that is being used across the country. And then the commercial LMS that are used around the world is the Adobe Captivate Prime LMS software, and you have the Docebo LMS, and the Talent LMS is available. Sorry, the T has come to the earlier line. And you have the iSpring Learn and eFront. So nearly these are just some of the softwares that I have picked up based on their popularity. You have nearly more than 1 dozen learning management softwares are available, and every software has got its own advantage and disadvantage. So in order to survive in the market, in one LMS, one feature will be very good, and in another LMS, another feature is excellent. So nearly around more than 2 dozen, and now you know that everywhere you are hearing about artificial intelligence, and if you are going to see the Zoom facility also, here you are going to see here AI companion. So artificial intelligence is being integrated in every software application. So specifically with the AI support also, one will be able to use the LMS in a better way, and we will be able to specifically go to the next level by utilizing the LMS. So these are some of the technical back end part of it that a teacher training course need not bother about how to develop, how to write a code for a LMS. So all those things are not required, and how the specificity. I have a UGC clear guideline on how to develop the content that I'm going to show you. So here I'm talking about we cannot expect all the students to be there in the same platform when it comes to the devices. So as I said earlier, whatever device that they are having, for example, some of the companies publishing ebook publishing companies, they have done a survey nearly in 30 to 35 countries. They have done the survey. There they have identified that some of the students may not be having even a single device, but whereas some of the students might be having only the smartphone, or some of the students might be having more than two devices like a smartphone or a laptop, smartphone or a tablet, smartphone or a desktop at home. So this is how we are going to see all combination, and somebody might be having those who are financially sound and who are having the facility of financial support, they will be having the latest model, but some of the students might be having a very good old model devices. But whatever LMS facility that we are going to deploy to the students, it should be able to load whether it is a old device or a new device, irrespective of the operating system version. and type of operating system our LMS should be able to load. So this is again one of the research paper published by one of the universities I have taken, and I'm giving you the statistics. So you will be able to see here what is the different LMS, learning management system, that the universities across the world they are using. So LearnPress is the highest percentage, that is 34% of the universities they are using LearnPress, and another 30% of the universities they are using the Tutor LMS. Then Moodle is very popular in our country and also in some of the developing countries. Nearly 13% of the educational institutions they are using Moodle. And then you have the Learn Dash and other Class Plus and other miscellaneous LMSs are there, where they are 7%, 6%, and 9%. So this is the statistics, but this paper was published nearly 4 to 5 years back. Now, in this 4 years, the scenario has specifically completely it has changed. So, what is the message over here is a robust teaching learning platform that helps institutions manage academics in a very systematic way by maintaining detailed record of classroom activities and enhances teacher-student collaboration with learning management system. So these are some of the advanced technical issues that has to be there, like the type of LMS, corporate learning management system, academic learning management system. So there are two clear dimensions that are there. A corporate learning management system cannot be used for academic learning management system. It cannot replace as per the college activity and the regulation of that particular course and the content syllabus of that particular course. The learning management system should be customized. It should be, no two university also will not be able to implement the same learning management system, because as per the university's course structure and regulation, the learning management system has to be customized. So today, all of you are aware that almost the admission and declaration of the result we are doing in a centralized software provided by the education department. All the universities compulsorily we are doing in a centrally administrable software is the UU SMS. We are using that UUCMS, I think. We are using it, and even if we have to be a evaluator, we have to log in and we must have a ID over there. So these are certain improvements, and in that particular, what is the advantage of specifically using the learning management system is systematic record maintenance of students' activities. We will be able to, and it will be a highly transparent. It will be available the moment we are going to upload the IM mark or the assignment mark. Immediately, it is also going to come to his interface also, and he will be able to see. So if he has having any clarification to be given to the teacher, or any discussion that has to be done with his course teacher, he will be able to do it. So creating an effective syllabus and teaching plan. Just now I showed the MIT how systematically teacher would have given all the details in that web browser interface LMS. So providing relevant and advanced e-content. So we will be able to give them uh, certain textbooks where advanced topics are there on the, if he is capable of going to a new level, one can utilize that particular textbooks, and he will be able to go through standard textbooks. So provide relevant and advanced e-content, then creating, this is all value addition that a teacher will be able to do it. Creating and conducting online test and assessment, this is the most important activity for any course. So grading and tracking of student progress. A progressive graph can be plotted and it can be sent to his parents or to him. So grading and tracking student progress is also a very important activity, and it will be a very transparent evaluation. So this is going to bring in a very strong teacher-student collaboration. So I have given this, but also by not seeing the face of a student, by not seeing the face of a teacher, I debate on this strong teacher-student collaboration. Uh, it may be possible in certain condition, but with my 3 decades of interaction with the students, a teacher will go in a classroom condition, person to person interaction will develop a strong bond, and a teacher is also going to have certain of a caliber, means upright caliber, if he or she is having. So that itself will be a role model to the student, and the student will aspire or imbibe unknowingly. He is going to imbibe those properties in him, and then that will lead in developing into a good citizen. The teacher in certain condition, because we have also had very good teachers in our school level, and at the PUC level, undergraduate level, and at the PG level. In one way or the other, psychologically also, they are going to influence a student, and thereby they will be motivated to develop. And from time to time, we will be able to counsel them and then give them the tips for how to go about in their academic activity. So this is where the strong teacher-student collaboration in a classroom environment we are going to develop. Probably we will be able to have a face-to-face session in the LMS also, and thereby we will be able to counsel them, interact with them, and thereby a strong teacher-student collaboration can be developed. But I feel it will be strong only when face-to-face interactions is there between the student and the teacher. So on the other hand, we will be able to see the compulsory interfaces in the software that has to be given is the whoever is the LMS administrator, he should know 100% regarding that software, and he should be able to facilitate the management of the organization, and also the teacher will be the next priority, then student will be of utmost priority. So whatever problem they are going to have, they have to specifically solve. This will be the technical problem that is going to arise. The admin of the software must be able to solve that, resolve it. Then a teacher login ID is of utmost important. So
Ma'am,
courses,
excuse me,
assign.
ma'am.
Yeah,
Ma'am, is it a tea break, ma'am?
yeah. 1 second. I know.
Okay.
I saw the time. Just one
Yes,
minute.
ma'am.
Quickly, I'll just go through, and I'm going to show you certain important tips. This slide is more important. Just 5 minutes you give me. So here you have to, whatever file formats that you are using, you have to use it in a common file format, so that if your college is implementing a LMS today in this academic year, and tomorrow something happens with that software company MOU, they are going to discontinue and they are going to change it to some other new LMS, means all your work that you had put in. Because why I am emphasizing on this means, some of the teachers they used to call and ask me, our college has suddenly changed the LMS, how to port it. So we must use a international format, so that any LMS software, it should be compliant with the file format wherein we have deployed all our course content. So without any additional work for you to redo the whole thing once again, you will be able to port it. Yeah, with this, I am going to end this session. We will break for the tea.